This segment sponsored by GBMC Healthcare.
Sexual assault is something that no one should ever experience, but it can happen to anyone, and it's never the victim's fault.
That's right. Here to provide resources and educate us on this topic is Valerie Weir, RN and Domestic Violence Coordinator at GBMC. Welcome. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Of course, very timely, relevant topic.
Absolutely.
So before we jump right in, tell us what is considered sexual assault?
So sexual assault is any sort of sexual contact that the person doesn't have explicit consent prior to that contact. It can be forced or coercion.
Gotcha. So talk to us about the healing process after something like this happens, with the victim.
So no one ever expects to be in this type of situation. So healing after some sort of crisis or trauma is something that you shouldn't have to do alone. Coming to the hospital, we can provide you with resources to help your healing process and help get you through that journey. We provide resources to counseling centers in the state and in the county, as well as coping mechanisms to get you through that crisis and that trauma situation.
Right. Are there ways that we can be more aware, work to prevent a sexual assault from ever happening?
So sexual assault can never be predicted. It's very important to say that it's never the victim's fault. One thing I usually try to educate with our younger population is when you're out with friends, be aware of your surroundings. Make a plan with your friends to keep an eye on each other and to keep each other safe. Keep an eye on your drinks. Around the holidays, people are coming home from college, you're getting together more. Keep an eye on your drinks when you're out in public. And keep an eye on your surroundings and other people. If you see something happening, don't be afraid to intervene. Don't be afraid to be that bystander and stand up for someone else.
Yeah, absolutely. Safety in numbers.
Exactly. Even talking about this is something that, a lot of people are afraid to even talk about their experience. Any advice about that?
Self-care is huge after some sort of a crisis. So we always tell people or encourage people to get counseling and to get therapy to help work through that process. Have someone there that you can trust, that you can talk to, that can be a support person for you in your personal life, but also get that professional help. Keeping your body and your mind healthy is huge and very important after some sort of a crisis.
Absolutely. So do you have any tips for us? Say we're in the middle of being attacked or maybe immediately right afterwards. What should we do? What should we focus on?
Easier said than done. Try to be aware of your surroundings. Try to remain calm. Try to think rationally. Look around you, see if you have any resources that you can use, anything that you can do to make a distraction or to help fight off your attacker.
And we have some tips right now up on the screen so that you guys can kind of take note. And obviously, like you said, it's so hard to plan for something like this to happen, but I imagine it's even helpful just to kind of visualize what you might do in that situation, just so that you kind of, not that you've practiced, but you have some ideas, like throwing dirt or, anything that could...
If you can fight back, by all means, fight back, if it's possible. If you can get away, run away. Get yourself to a safe place to be able to call police or to be able to call someone to help you.
And it's always important to reach out to, police, or if you wanted to come stop and see you, maybe go to the hospital if you have, say, been raped and get a rape kit done, because that's going to be important evidence later on, right?
Yeah.
Yes. It's important for people to know that we always encourage to have police involvement after some sort of a sexual assault, but patients can also come to the hospital and have what we call a Jane Doe or an anonymous kit, that if they're not quite ready to have police involved, we can still do the safe exam.
Yeah. So how can we support a family member during this difficult time?
Be there for them. Let them know that you're there as a support. Let them know that you believe them. Believing them is huge. A lot of people feel like they're going through this alone. So if you can just be there as their support, it's huge. It's important.
Yeah. This is a very important segment because I know somebody watching our show can completely relate to this.
And we are almost out of time, but very briefly, we know that some family members and some people in our lives are not as supportive, and they can be kind of triggering and not really help the healing process. How do we kind of deal with that situation?
Know your limits. If you don't feel like you are going to be able to withstand the entire holiday season and being around family, know what you can handle and what you cannot handle. Set boundaries ahead of time. If there's people there that are going to be triggers for you, steer clear of them. And don't be afraid to make a plan to leave.
Yeah.
If you know that you're only going to be able to be there for a short period of time, make a plan, make an excuse, and leave. Excuse yourself from it.
Absolutely.
It's always okay to walk away.
Exactly. And for more information, where can our viewers go?
GBMC.org/safe.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.